to Barbell Brigade. I'm Gio.
I'm Bart.
And I'm Blue.
Oh my god, you're gonna fart. Wait, what are you doing?
I can see your face turning red, but nothing is going on with the muscles.
I was flexing.
Alright guys, what is the importance of putting your ego aside when you're lifting?
Hell no. You
What?
just gotta put your ego there
In the front.
and you fucking gotta go ham.
Yeah, like if you grind 315,
Fuck it, you got it up.
Use your ego and put on 335 for the next one.
And you gotta keep going up.
Dang, I've been doing it all wrong.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I
Yeah.
thought like you were supposed to like, you know, go at maybe an RPE 8.5.
Nah, if you fail a set,
9.
you gotta redo it like 5 times. With the same weight.
Oh shit.
If not, go heavier.
You have to go heavier.
Wait, that sounds like Nadim's method, right?
Yeah.
Like he fails one, he's like, cool, I have 20 pounds.
It is his method. Oh no, I can go up. I can go up.
That was easy, I need to do that.
You know, when I first started lifting, that is what I did. Where like, I would throw on a weight and I'm like, I hit this last week. And even though I failed the weight, I'm like, fuck it. I hit it last week and I can't let my ego down. And I would go over and over and over. And then I fry my CNS and I feel like shit for like the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I wasn't, as a beginner lifter, I wasn't able to put my ego away.
Really?
And I think that's so important now as I lift more and more to understand. Now I think that's one of the reasons why I actually like the RPE approach.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't have a set number that day, but you know the feeling of working hard, so you try to achieve that feeling of working hard, and you know that you put in work that day.
Yeah, so RPE really quick is rate of perceived exertion. So you're literally seeing, like, you're gauging, it's very subjective. Like, you're seeing whatever.
Objective.
Yeah, yeah, it's very objective. So what's happening is that, like, depending on how you feel that day, that's what you're gonna hit. So like, a 9 is like, you have maybe 1 more in the tank and that's it. 10 is like, you're going ham all out. You have nothing in the tank left. 7 is like, you can do 2, 3, or 4 more. Like, so it's really cool because every day is obviously very different. You're not gonna feel the same way every day.
Yeah.
And you can just base it off how you feel, whatever. Do this.
No, I like the pacing yourself and the whole RPE method because there's a lot of times where my ego gets the best of me and I'm like, fuck, no, I got this. No, fuck that, I want to go higher. Dude, I know I can add more weight. And you like see how it moved and you're like, nah, dude, like slow it down. We'll probably hit that tomorrow or next week. Like let's just don't burn yourself out. You still have all these other loops you have to take care of. These other accessories, like by the time, like if you go 2 balls out here, every other lift is gonna fucking suffer because of that.
Yeah, I mean I see people breaking their backs sometimes and like just like going way too ham and it's like take a step back, you know, like you're gonna get hurt. Like it's so dangerous. We're dealing with hundreds of pounds of weight on your back or on your arms or on your chest. Like, you know, people don't know how to pace themselves. Like, I guess it's more of like an impulsive like reaction or reflex where like they're just like, no, like I'm not feeling good. I've done this before, like you said, and I'm like, I have to make it up for myself, you know. And it's just like you have to be very patient. You're not gonna get strong overnight. It takes a lot of hard work, you know. And I feel like people don't know how to control that, you know.
Yeah.
I see that a lot at our gym because I guess
people ego lifting.
Yeah, well, and it's not necessarily our members. I see people that are just so in love and have like this huge, you know, I don't know, liking towards the gym that they get in there, and this energy is so new for them that they're like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
They're doing like 300 fucking
I'm gonna do it too.
They're doing that. And then they do it too, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, you can see that they're grinding in, they're fucking like shaking and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, dude, like, I hope you're gonna take a week off after this.
I mean, I used to do the same thing too. I was really dumb. I just go ham all the time. It was more like of the environment that I was in. I was like, man, like I gotta make a point to everybody, like I could lift too and I belong here and stuff. And it's like, that's not what it's about, man.
No,
like, and like every time I meet new people, I'm like, hey, like, are you gonna go ham today? they're like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, no. I'm like, don't go ahead. I'm like, are you on a program? And most of the time they're like, no, I just came here to lift for the day. I'm like, hey, just take it easy today, all right? You're gonna see a lot of crazy things here, but you just gotta take it slow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we're normal and we're social animals, you know what I mean? So it's like when we see our friends or just going crazy, it's like we want to participate and have fun too, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like that's a cool balance, I feel like. Like once in a while, go ham. You know, let your ego get the best of you.
But that's also one thing that as I gain more experience as a lifter and also from coaching so many people, I think a lot of people, what they don't realize is some people prepare to go ham. So for example, if they might have carved up days, they've slept like 9 to 10 hours, 3 days in a row. They tapered.
That's responsible ego lifting.
Well, that's not even ego lifting. They tapered.
That's responsible lifting.
In general. So when they're going ham, and like let's say you worked 2 overtime shifts, you know, and you had to deal with your baby, you only slept 4 hours every single night. You can't compare your current physical state with your buddies who's going ham. Like he's prepared to go ham. So I think there is a time and place to go ham, and there's a other time and place to check your ego, because as I gain more experience, I realize how much more of your entire life actually can affect you in the gym.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So for example, you were saying like double shifts and whatnot.
Yeah, so for example, like if people, a lot of times you just see people that come in and they're going for a heavy single and they smoke the fuck out of it and it motivates you, but you don't know what they did for the past 2 weeks. They tapered or something, or they deloaded to prepare for that one max lift.
Yeah.
For you could have been having like extremely high volume days for the past 3 weeks. Of course you're not gonna be able to hit the same weight that you did. So it's very important to consider everything that's going on in your life right now before you go ham, and that's one of the reasons why I also do like the RPE, because your life is gonna change, so is your gym performance.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are their own biggest judge, because they also make comparisons, like you said, to themselves when they had a good day, like when they actually got good sleep, got good food, and like
they forget about the other part.
Yeah, and they're like, man, well, you can't compare today where you didn't get any sleep as opposed to last week where you got a lot of sleep and a lot of food. Like, they're making comparisons with themselves, they're making comparisons with other people, and I'm like, that's where you need to try to practice to mentally like block that out and just focus on how you're feeling that day and whatever you're dealing with that at the moment, you know, because if the weight's too heavy, you have to drop it down, you know, because what you want to do is develop good motor patterns and not like grinding out. It's better to be patient and pace yourself than just like jump in the water. So. And
I mean, because I come from a place of, you just basically described me in the beginning of lifting, but something that kind of put me on the right path of like pacing myself and seeing how my performance is doing and whatnot, and how my outside life of the gym is actually affecting my performance is I had a program and I would write down in detail how I felt with that lift, you know, like how I felt moving this weight, how that RPE felt. Like last week, wait a minute, what changed? Because last week I was able to hit it for 3, but this week I can only do 1. Like, what's happening? So I think having a program and writing notes to yourself, I think that helps.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a great idea. You can like hold yourself accountable. Like you could write, like she was saying, you could write like, oh, today I ate, today I got good sleep, I got good sleep last week, I had a good day. Because stress can also affect your performance as well. People don't realize that. Yeah. Breakups.
Even dieting, that helps. Hot
Cheetos.
Your diets.
Just diarrhea.
Well, I hope you guys learned about his digestive system with Cheetos. If there's any topic you guys would like for us to talk about, go ahead, write it in the comments below. Like the video, share with all your friends, and
Zeus.
I saw her dance with the devil, and he was wearing my suit. Black and white Jordan 11, and she was looking for a beauty.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
No!
For real? It turns HD, like everything in front of me turns HD.